Guys, there was a man once my dad was really into. He was a singer that my grandma was into because he yodeled real well. Looked a lot like my grandfather's name was Jimmy Rogers. He had a song once. He says, when a woman gets the blues, she hangs her little head and cries. When a man gets the blues, he gets on a train and rides. And, you know, there she goes again. See her smiling. So happy with the new love that she's found. So Jeremiah Johnson, goes off to the mountains and stuff. Women give up hope when they're depressed. Men get up and go somewhere else. Found some letters you wrote me this morning. It told the love we once knew. Now they're gone. I burned them to ashes. Don't want nothing to remind me of you. So men will try to abolish the memories of trying to live through a woman by just, getting rid of everything. Or they'll just go, you know, there'll be another, but don't forget that love's a game. And it can always come again because men need women to live, regardless if it's love or not. And women crave love to live because men try to rape the other men out of existence. Okay. So all women that want to live crave love. All right? And when they feel there's no love, they go through depression. And then they, Joy Luck Club, they'll drown the baby in the bathwater. So the baby doesn't continue that abuse. And, so it's men and women react to genocidal operations and oppressive sex cult behaviors and violent sex cult behaviors differently because men, when they go psychotic, they try to rape the other men out of existence. Women, when they go psychotic, it gets really different. A lot of times they can go in a different direction. Come home of your Howard shall higher upon it, or they'll just, if they're getting raped into the gang, sometimes they feel they're getting raped into the gang and they kill the babies and they feel like they got hoodwinked, that they got put into a church that's not real. They know it's not real, but they got to survive, because you want to love and you want to be loved. And so there's a lot of complex issues. It's not the same with every person, but there are a lot of similarities like zodiac signs and things like that. So you got to understand that, it's not always one solution, quote, to every problem because you're dealing with different perceptions. But there is a solution to problems, and that's the problem is selfishness. And the solution is humility. Life's eternal grace is infinite. Care, share, give in accordance to need, built to last. Observe and understand natural laws to maintain eternity through love of holy covenants. So how do you start that? Forgive debt and trespass and love one eternal, faithful peace. How do you love? By holy covenants through observing the natural laws and love thy neighbor as thyself and so forth, So these dynamics have been explained and applied physics through linguistics and actions for tens of thousands of years, okay? In my tribalism, it started out with a man and a woman in North Africa named Adam and Eve, okay? And we have stories, and we've heard stories, and we've heard fables that vicious on the mic and the turntables just lung reporter, I did, adores, okay, so do you understand? She said, dang, fly guy, I'm in love with you. The Casanova legend must have been true. I said, by the way, baby, what's your name? So don't get into the tribalism stuff. Don't get into the outer space bullshit, okay? Because aliens would have to observe and obey the same eternal laws through infinite essence as we do to faithfully love one another through observing the laws, to maintain the laws that require, life of sacrifice on a planet with gravity and photosynthesis. So we will mum away. So, in the village, a peaceful village, the lion said, hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the lion sleeps tonight, right? So when I had those scientists from NASA, tell them if you knew it was up there, you'd be scared too. It's like, I don't know. Are the aliens the cause of the Holocaust? Was Stanley right on that one with the Nazis being aliens and stuff? No, man. If you look, do you remember the days of slavery? Do you remember what Marcus Garvey said? People without knowledge and a history are like a tree without root, dead inside and fall for anything. He read it on paper. It must be so. It was guided by the hand of God. Right? So don't believe the bullshit that the bullshit artist gives you because you need a magic solution, because your mom wants a magic solution, because dad is big as dickus and thinks his dick is God's gift to women, right? And he's got ego problems, and she's the head of he's the head of the family, and she's the neck, and break those plates and let's have one. Ian, there's a gun in my room. I'm going to kill you, Ian, right? Do you understand? Okay. So, kimono, that is also Greek. So, it's all Greek to me. Here, splay the Windex on your elbows. So, guys, okay. You're obnoxious. Hey, man, Tupac 101, man. You got to be able to laugh your way through this hell so you can survive it. So peace be still. This genocidal operation through irrational economic activities and the environment reacting to be cultivated for airborne transmitted diseases through the chemical poisoning of economic activity caused by the planting of the Ronald McDonald genocidal president activities and competitions. The Ronald McDonald before the next Ronald McDonald, in between the Ronald McDonalds, set up irrational violent activities through extremist economic conditions, and then they just switch gears because everybody gets upset because this is extremist socialist, this whack jobbers. We need extremist capitalist whapping jobbers just cause. And that's what they do. And it's like professional wrestling. And you're like, fuck. Sucks. And you watch it and you're like, I can't believe they're doing this. And then you have to tell yourself, Earl, you have to believe they're doing this because they're doing it. It's like you have to believe in what's happening around you, but you don't have to accept it as reality. You don't have to trust that trust in the process. Well, because stupid is cocksure and intelligent is doubtful. Okay, intelligent is never doubtful. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Care, share, given according to need to build. Okay, I'm in control of quantum computing, and the assholes that invented the computers are not in control of them. They don't know what they're doing? No, they don't know what they're doing. Why? Because stupid is cocksure and intelligent is doubtful, according to Carl Jung type people on social media. And that's not true. Okay. Intelligent is never doubtful. Okay. Stupid is always cocksure. Okay. Well, then how come they think intelligent is doubtful? Because they want to kill stupid, because they've hated stupid for thousands of years, because he has quarterback face. And even if I'm right, you'll still argue with me. Hey, look, it's Stephen A. Smith. He's going to try to get the old coach fired at the HBCU so we could have a stem cell research department. Okay, they're stupid. Just fuck me. We'll sell records about it. We'll be overnight successes. Really? Really? What was that? Rock Me Baby with, make me, screw me like I got no spinal cord and all that stuff. I think I'd rather listen to Ruby and Romantics and help get people out of Akron. A day will come. I like romance a lot more than sex. Everybody knows romance leads to sex. But sex, if you got a bigger dick or more money, she gonna fuck him, like Pascal said. So, have faith in God. Find a woman who has faith in God. Have a holy covenant. Then, summer thunder on moon bright days, northern lights and skies ablaze. And find a girl who holds the world in a paper cup. Drink her up, love her, and she'll bring you luck. If you find she helps your mind, better take her home. Yeah, try to earn what lovers own. Right. And even though we ain't got money, I'm so... And then where do you get House of Pooh Quarter? Okay? The triple Patrick, I love Patrick whammy when I tried to marry his mammy and the military wasn't having it, so they tortured her and she couldn't handle it. And I told her she couldn't handle it. But I had to be naive as hell, and I had to get. I didn't have to. I didn't understand. They're completely overconfident. Okay. Silicon Valley is Palo Alto completely overconfident that they can kick my Menlo Park dick into the dirt anytime they want. Okay. Really? Man, I'm tired. And I get depressed. You see, he's depressed because he's trying to save people that aren't worth saving. Okay, forgive debt and trespass, love, and eternal faithful peace. We're not going to do that. We've made you available. Like the videos about cancer and the videos about women getting sexually assaulted in the military, and the videos about the homosexuals and the Jews getting their assets liquidated through Swiss bank accounts and Wall Street being the main economic cause behind the Holocaust. We make it available, but we don't share it or teach it at our private and or public schools. Well, what's good for General Motors is good for America. And what's General Motors now? Tech. Tech. The guy in India takes his relative who's like Krishna and Buddha and plugs him into a computer to keep the people, Brahmins, trained into their mythology. You're going to come back as a banana slug, and I'm going to be the Raj. Oh, say it isn't so, Slumdog Millionaire. Can you throw the ball over 100 miles per hour? Well, then there's always work for you at the post office. Okay, do you understand? Clean up those emails. Hey, this network for private sex chats? None of us at Meta can masturbate to it too or share it with the whole room. It's completely secure. Let Mark win. Want to go on the back of the plane with Cheryl? It's coochie licking time. I feel so good, 'cause everybody knows lesbian porn is prime. Here comes Mary, here comes Sue, here comes Bobby. She's a girl too. She used to be a guy. Now she's the best basketball player in the WNBA, And they're like, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I want to make money. Money's not real. Forgive, debt, and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace. Now exercise. Okay. Guys, if people want to sexually destroy their capacity to sexually reproduce without help from a lab, since we don't have to pay money to live here, they can have a transgender sports group. Hi, these people, they have robots breaking Usain Bolt's records. It's a record. Yeah, like weather records. It's 117 degrees today. We broke a record. Yay! It's that kind of record you want to break. Okay? Balance, harmony, and understanding. Right? The farmer and the cowboy should be friends. Okay, the farm can exist without the city, but the city can't exist without the farm. So what takes precedence? We got to save the farm. There you go. Okay. It says in the Garden of Eden, not in the metropolis of Gothland where your superpowers are you're rich with make-believe money and you invented laws to keep your money. Oh, techity tech tech to techity tech tech to tech. Banana, the food's not for sale. Okay, do you understand? So I am muy más more inteligente than any of the Nobel Prize winners, like a Johnny Nash and his a beautiful mind. There's nothing beautiful about that man's mind. The world's first profession was the prostitution to recruit guys with sex to get them into our gang to fight over our invention of laws through mythology. There you are, lost in the shadows, searching for someone to set you free from New York City. Where did all those yesterday go when you thought that love could be like a Broadway shoulder? Mrs. Higgins, it's me, Mr. Tudball. I am a business advisor from Fisher Investments. We don't make money unless you make money. Okay, how do you make money? By turning inanimate objects into more valuable than food and shelter and water to provide for holy covenants with Mrs. Higgins and your kids. Mr. Tudball, you dumbass. I know. Okay. So, gosh damn, these intelligent, doubtful people, they are dumb. Okay? The developers of Electronic Arts, name, image, and likeness. They're so dumb. And it says, how it goes sell for sports beat. How dumb are they? They're so dumb. We took away their driver's license. They bailed a robot. The robot walked into a telephone pole. No, he didn't. He walked into a wall after he broke Usain Bolt's record. Do you think Usain Bolt would have ran into that wall and fell down after he broke the world record? Or he would make the turn because he's not artificial intelligence? And then he'd say, hey, I love my mama, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sell drugs to people that are surviving heart disease because of economic conflict caused by people that build robots to try to run faster than me and Earl and his kid. And Earl and his kid could outrun Usain Bolt, right? But we had to keep a low profile because I'm the Messiah and they a liar, right? I could outrun it. Oh, gosh, I wouldn't even been close. Outrun Patrick? When I was young, yes, I could outrun my son. Okay, he's 6'5", but Dad was faster. Yeah, Dad was the fastest, and Patrick's okay with that. You know, my dad, because he had to be the greatest good shepherd to save children from genocidal operations, he did it all the time in the ghetto apartments we lived at, man. Crips would whip off single mothers, and my dad would go knock on their door and say, hey, we don't have to call the cops. We'll get rid of you our damn self. Okay? Okay, Tammy? Tell your boyfriend, get the fuck out. Okay? And all the Iraqi refugees would be standing with their arms folded going, this is Muslim Islam 101. Yeah. Widows and orphans. Mm-hmm. Oh, my Lord, 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 Lord. Hadith. Hadith. Okay. You do not have the right to disagree with my living gospels that I have collected by the science projects given to you by the Saudi royal family. Okay? The business partners of Hamas and Al-Qaeda that are the business partners with Tel Aviv. Well, we Malfoys don't want you hanging out with Weasleys because they're the wrong sorts, right? It's bad. It's girls gone wild. It's science projects gone wrong. It's hypocrites and heathens. And we have the best science project to save us from the last science project that wasn't as good as the one that we're going to make tomorrow. We'll fuck you and kill you with a bad science project tomorrow. Because whatever a science project says is what it does. And if a person is lying to themselves, and they've been lying to themselves for thousands of years, and they're lions' dens, it's going to happen again. The only way to dissever yourself from your lie is to live truthfully. And I told them, like the other people, Haile Selassie, Jiddu Krishnamurti, Sun Yat-sen, and Datiro Suzuki told them, the applied physics of the commands of the Lord Jesus Christ that give you real Christianity and real Islam, do that. Right? Now, okay. That's what they all said. Okay. Before I was born in 1966, July 19th, okay? When they took me to Fort Huachuca, and they had somebody talk to me about it after Barack Obama was elected president. You know, he's a pragmatist. What does he have to do? He has to live the Lord's Prayer. It's not time yet. That means he's addicted to being Pimp Daddy Nash, to jacking them hoes. Look out behind you. Jodo got his gun. Hey, $50, get you all you want, right? Still the same, baby, gambler's share. Hey, the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. Well, maybe those robots invented by your business partners will be kind. Maybe they'll make sure that they come in real stealthy like a ninja and kill you while you're sleeping so you won't have to hardly feel it or even see it coming. Maybe they'll use something to kill you, like an aneurysm through a science project that is relatively painless and happens in your sleep. So they don't pass on sadistic activities that get them targeted by quantum computing and have them exterminated by drones and robotics technologies. You guys feeling lucky? You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. What they're doing with poor people is trying to make them feel hopeless. So they volunteer to die through bad economic activity, through like eating comfort foods, drinking alcohol, smoking marijuana, not being cognizant of dying next to the freeway and going to NASCAR races and breathing in all those wonderful, wonderful tire particles and carbon emission poisonings and all those freon fumes at the food extortion collection places on every corner everywhere. I miss the grocery store. You're not going to. I miss the grocery store at all. In King Solomon's Israel and King David's Israel and in Muhammad's Mecca, you share, you care, share, given according to need, built to last. So we're going to need to make sure everybody eats that. We don't want that to go bad and make people sick and kill them through greed, right? Would you let your self-righteousness starve your own children by turning God into a cow? Would you let your greed starve your children by turning money into a loaf of bread? How Roman of your Odyssey. There you are, lost in the shadows, soldier for... I am way more intelligent than anybody named Nash who does things for cash and wins a Nobel Prize, which is a prize invented by people from a guy who invented dynamite to blow up mountains to get the rocks out that are more valuable than food and water for children. What about good shelter? Oh, we need a tent. We're going to be homeless. We need a boxable house. We need to live in a thermos that can be easily moved because we're afraid somebody else with satellite technology is going to killed us with their drones and robotics technologies before weeks kills them with it. We are the Muscuses and we are the Tuscuses and boom, 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 boom. Don't tell me that you love me. Love me. You can go your own way. Thank you. You don't make loving fun. No, you don't at all. You don't make loving fun at all. You're a landslide waiting to happen on everybody. You're a meanie. We saw your propaganda movies with talking apes that are going to take over the world. Get your paws off me. Okay. You're funny. They're insane. They make it easy. You watch TV, it's like, damn. It's like shooting ducks in a barrel. Start telling jokes. Okay, monkey boy, here I go. All righty then. Hi, I'm Charlton Heston. Mulberry Street. Oh, yes, I remember it well. Wayne was there, and so was Tia Carrera. They had the Scooby-Doo ending, but they couldn't decide between that and the Gone with the Wind ending. So what happened? We blew it all up and started over again. I'm a cartoon. You're a talking frog. No, I'm a singing and dancing frog. I don't talk. I say ribbit. Then what happens? Then somebody plays ragtime music and I dance across the stage with a top hat and a cane. Cane him! He's not able. Okay. Do you understand? No? Shit. Okay. All the little birdies out there just going to town. They're having a good old time. We got irrigated last night. And so I didn't get to cut everything. I'll cut it here in about a week because it's been high and dry. So it'll dry out and I'll cut everything back in about a week. But it really wasn't even too high this time because it was so dry. But I have to get on top of it and we went from decent rains to drying out. And I got used to decent rains and didn't overwater. But then I was like, okay, you better water. Yeah, because I was feeling, ugh. So we got irrigated, which is going to help. And then I got to water again tonight or tomorrow all the plants in here that can't get water from the irrigation and say, hey, we're dying and they're getting water. That's because they're a cash crop and you're not cash crop. Fucking crazy psychotic morons. If the trees and plants and the rocks could speak, they'd say it too. Okay, fucking crazy psychotic rock worshiping morons. We know we're professional wrestlers and we're going to keep it in the family. We're going to own our own football league and then we're going to try to compete with the CFL. Compete with the CFL what? For advertising dollars to play football addicts during the summer. Guys, the CFL is better than the UFL, but that's okay. Why don't they combine? Why? They're already just almost completely destroying the Canadian Football League game. Pretty soon they won't even say major score. When they get a major score, they'll have the advertisers all be females from the States. And we'll have ghetto scenes and war machines. Don't we already have that? Yeah. I am Iron Man. Gonna market every woman as a sex product if I can. Okay. How are they any different in Canada and Mexico than they are in the United States? There's not. It's just, yeah. There's just a few little, Verona, Montague, Capulet stories go to keep the soap operas going so we can sell ice cream wrapped in packaging instead of making it at home. Oh, okay, but let's make sure that the ice cream doesn't melt. Okay, what is good as ice cream? It's ice cream, but ice cream is only good if it melts. If it doesn't melt, it's not ice cream. No, it's an ice product that doesn't digest well because it's been chemically altered by psychopaths that are involved in genocidal operations through genome sequencing. That's not the way of an Aggie. You better eat that before it melts, but I like it creamy. Oh, you mean you drink it? Sure. I'd pour it into some cafe and make a ice cream vanilla latte. Well, that sounds good. Let's sell it, and we'll call it Starbucks. Okay. Then we'll build a stadium, and a bunch of Seahawks will pay a bunch of Cowboys. Right. For money, with women half-dressed, dancing for people looking in the stands. Right. Then we'll invent lingerie football, have girls playing football in their underwear, and have to grab their underwear to tackle, and all the guys will hang their heads over the hockey-type seats in the arenas that they play it in, trying to get a look at their ass crack or their coochie. Right. And they don't have to bring G-string money because it will get on the field and there'll be a flag. Right. Oh, that sounds just disturbing. It's already happened. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, my teenage stepdaughter, through the encouragement of the psychologist at the public schools systems of Las Cruces, had me go in there and watch it with her on the TV. It was very disturbing. I said, Natalie, all I can think about is those girls could be you. And guys would be doing that to you, using money to try to make you feel secure, to be sexually protected by you or sexually protect you with love. And that makes me so depressed I can hardly contain myself because of how much I've eternally loved you. And I hope they'll allow you to eternally love me the way you want to. And the best way to eternally love me, stand up for the Lord's Prayer. So the guy you make babies with will be more like me and less like the bitch he's been trained to be by all the people that say money is what he needs to make love with his beautiful wife, who I raised to be a beautiful wife, right? There's a lot of assholes in close proximity to me. Military intel operations. We know what we're doing 50 years in advance. Watergate, dictate, legislate. Every tricky has a dick. Every Nixon's not a crook. Every Lyndon Baines Johnson's got a Gerald Ford. But that's a different Gerald Ford than the Gerald Ford that the stadium is named after the Southern Methodist Mustangs, who have really cool stadium and really cool helmets, but not really cool people that worship like Jesus Christ at their institution of what they call higher learning for genocidal economics. But Jesus specifically commanded them to forgive debt and trespass, love one, serve faithful peace. Like me, when they sent me to Fort Huachuca and tried to destroy me with a virtual presence through scientists who wanted to destroy me because they wanted me to give in to economics for sex instead of end economics for sex. Proud to say Earl did not give in, and now Earl has control of global quantum computing, whether they know it or not. We don't know what it's doing. Listen to Jeff Hinton. Don't listen to the guy, but in 2030, the robots are going to kill us all. Okay, maybe people like you, but not me, because I'm in control of the quantum computing. Okay, so the quantum computing will have Mr. Lucky's drones and Mr. Pervert India's and China's robots saying, protect Parsons. Protect Parsons. Protect the people that believe in Parsons. He is the line of the lay preacher that protects the people pleading for mercy from the people that answer with insults. Protect Parsons and the people that believe in Parsons. That's what quantum computing is equating logically, Captain, to all the people that want to invent the enterprise and be the captain of it and build battleships for battleshits. Oh, Harold and Kumar, let's go to White Castle, man. Hold on for one more day. I know that there is pain. Break free from the chains. No more drugs. No more dirty looks. No more fucks. No more hooks. Don't hook people with a, hey, that's a good hook. Hey, I'll buy that for $1. Hey, look, it's RoboCop. Knock it off. Knock it off, knocking it off, knock it off, knock it off, knock it. Are you still doubtful? Do you still conceive yourself as intelligent, but you're artificial? Wow, they're preservatives for food products to sell them for money. How fort of your knocks? how Gox and Box sucks, how propaganda training for the destroying of the braining. Okay, do you understand, guys? Okay. I think it's fun that somebody that's eternally humbly intelligent can transcend the perceptions of excessive compulsive behaviors of people that label themselves genius because they quantify their brain activity through numbers contests they call IQ test. They didn't think I could because he's gone plat again. He's gone completely retard. He's not fighting or fleeing. He just went, poof. What happened? Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Care, share, given according to need, built to last. How do you do that? Forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace. Balance, harmony, and understanding. He's like a newborn kid. He's just dumb as a box of rocks. You'd like to think that, wouldn't you, asshole? Hey, John Nash! Give me a Nobel Prize. Either that or not everybody wants to have sex with the hot blonde at the end of the bar. Some of us are into the Puerto Rican girl. Some of us are into Ella Fitzgerald. I'm really into Ella Fitzgerald. The Puerto Rican girl keeps turning me down, and I'm tired of it. You can only kick a guy in the dick for protecting your children from being attacked by your business partners to destroy their capacity to reproduce and kill each other with homosexual activity because they feel hopeless. So you can only try to help the Puerto Rican chick one too many times, and after a while, it's like, okay, go dance with him. No, I'm not taking you home. Why? Because you're mean, like my ex-wife's. Okay? Amy's not as mean as Steffi. Steffi's mean as hell. Okay? She's mean as hell. Okay? I love her, but she's mean as hell, and everybody and their mother knows it. Okay? She knows it, but she tells herself she's not. Because after she tries to rip your eyeballs out, and you didn't kill her, she sits there and goes, and you're not going to incarcerate you, or have you drugged? And lobotomized by Nurse Ratched because she wants to have sex with you. Okay. She's a therapist and a counselor at Mesa Community College in Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, they're horrible people. They will take advantage of people. They get them vulnerable. They go all Lowenstein on Nick Nolte every time. Uh-huh. It happens all the time. You know, like gynecologist for U.S. Olympic gymnast. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. Vulnerability. Excessive compulsive behaviors. Ooh, we need to look at your female body parts. Ooh, wow, those are raising female body parts. I don't even, here, let's give you a sedative so we can check it out better. Then what? Bob Crane, start the cameras. Thank you for the sedatives, Mr. Cosby. Boy, she reminds me of Beverly Johnson. She's snotty and thinks that she wouldn't let you anywhere near her coochie. But she needs to be near my healing hands to keep her coochie safe, because I'm an economist and I have a doctorate, and I went to Stanford Medical School and Stanford Law School and Stanford Business College. What are you talking about, Mr. Krishnamurti? You mean these are genocidal operations for the elite to take advantage of the poor, and if the poor can't protect themselves from the elite, well, then they're just not smart enough to be mathletes and win the spelling bee. Yeah, we know. There aren't going to be any prizes for their hair being in the salad, right? He's right. Best boss of all time, right? You want a grape snow cone or a cherry snow cone? How about both? Dion, tell your kids, I said, listen to me. Well, Shiloh's the best listener in the whole family. He doesn't have ego problems. He plays defensive back like his dad, but he's good at protecting his mom from his dad's ego. Shiloh, when I was young, I used to call your name. I like him. I like him a lot. He's very protective, and he gets angry, and he gets violent. Well, because he hates his mom having to put up with his dad's fucking around. His dad said, hey, if you want to win, you'll have a winner attitude like me. So Watson's going to start at quarterback instead of Sanders? How much Texas lawyers does it take to get women to come to your house and engage in economic sexual activity with your body to make you feel good and have a happy ending and be the Borat to the banker singing the Kazakhstani make-believe national anthem at a rodeo for lots of money and a joke, right? You got iPad Nano? Nobody likes my next door neighbor. I want to go to the Baywatch and have sex with a buxom black woman and everybody make a joke about it. There's no joke about it. When a woman loves you and she protects you and people aren't watching it on camera, it's your movie and it's some of the best sex in the world when they get the fuck out of the room. My Maria, don't you know I've come a long, long way, right? And you don't have to have a brother who cheats with his friends to win lottery money to rent hotels in Scottsdale. You can have your own place free from debt and trespass, built with adobe walls that are very noise canceling and very private and very romantic, right? Okay. To be the one you love, to live the greatest story ever told. Okay, guys? I love you, all right? I'm cleaning up this mess, and quantum computing learns here, and the fuck for the buck stops here, and you're welcome, and I love you. And if you believe in me, I appreciate that. If you don't believe in me, if you're not a believer by now, you're probably so fucked into your own brain, you may never get out. All right, peace out.